Hi guys, welcome back, Cal Clash Fitness. Now today we're talking about how to increase effectively your weekly mileage. Now everybody talks about 10% rule. Everybody always frying about that 10% rule. Increase your weekly mileage by 10%. This is a massively flawed rule. Obviously for some people you're going to be able to massively increase that above 10%, and for other people you're going to have to go far more conservatively, right? So what we're going to do today is delve into some tips, some things that you can do in order to increase your weekly mileage effectively, safely, so that you can have the best running experience possible. Let's get it rolling. Okay, so let's talk about the speed in which you should increase your weekly mileage. Only you really know that. Unless you're working specifically with an online coach, only you will know your body, your ability, and you base your weekly mileage and your stepped increase in weekly mileage based on your current ability. Now, if you're someone that's an experienced half marathon runner that's running 30 to 40 mile weeks already, then 10% rule on a 30-mile week is going to be 3 extra miles. That's absolutely nothing for someone so experienced. You'll be able to go vastly more than that. You will know your body. And conversely, if you're a 5K runner that's just hit your first 5K and you're interested in moving up to a 10K, you're probably going to need to go a little bit more conservatively if you've only been putting 3, 4, 5, 6, 8-mile weeks in. Do you know what I mean? Listen to your body. The 10% rule is really meaningless. You know your ability, you know how far you can currently run, and you know how your body feels if you add 5 miles on, 10 miles on a week if you're an experienced runner. You know that, you know your capabilities. Don't restrict yourself to this ridiculous 10% rule. Build up based on your ability level. Let's talk about quality over quantity. Quality running over sort of just grinding out junk mile after junk mile after junk mile. Not everything is about that weekly mileage total. So you don't become bogged down and obsessed by, oh, I run this weekly mileage, but this person runs this weekly mileage, therefore I need to get there. You can be far more efficient and far more effective if you're putting in a mixture of different workouts. So obviously you're going to want your slower recovery workouts. You're going to be wanting to run at a sensible pace for your longer runs. But you're also going to want to put fartlek, sprint training in there, strides, mix it up. Fast, slow, a mixture of all different types of pacing. What that's going to allow you to do is become a more effective, efficient runner, and when you do come to running the longer miles, your anaerobic base, your aerobic base, your body's ability to handle all different paces, hill repeats, all the rest of it, quality over quantity, essentially on race day, is going to make you a far better, far more experienced, far more efficient runner than someone that's just been shuffling along, grinding out junk mile after junk mile after junk mile. Strava, weekly running mileage totals or whatever are not your friend in this area. So yes, you probably do in most respects want to be increasing your weekly mileage depending on your goal, but you want to make sure that that weekly mileage consists of quality miles rather than just junk miles. So we've spoken about building up gradually depending on your body's ability. We've spoken about quality over quantity. Now the best way to go about doing any of these things is by following a training plan suited to you. So come up with your goal, whatever that might be. You've run your first marathon, run your first half marathon, run a marathon in under 4 hours, under 3 hours, run a 5K in under 25 minutes or under 20 minutes or whatever it might be. Have a structured plan so that you know every day you get up and you know what workout you're facing. And that workout, that training plan, is going to have your strides in it, or your fast workout, or your recovery workout, or your longer workout. It's all going to be covered. So it takes the thinking, it takes the stress out of it. Now, obviously, I run an online coaching and training program, so I can build training programs for you and work with you. So I'm doing for many people right now. If you're interested in the Steve Cal Clash training program, then email calclashfitness@gmail.com. I'll respond right back to you. Email address in the description down below. But nothing beats following a structured training plan, because you know you'll get that quality, you'll get the quality and you'll get the quantity at the right times with the right mixture of rest in between. So following a training plan will tie up the quality and quantity with the weekly mileage thing perfectly. Another key that many people miss out is warming up and warming down effectively. So many people will just go out for a run, start running, even if it's a fast, hard run, hard training session, they'll just put their kit on and run. Warm up and warm down. Warming up, you know, it can just be dynamic drills. You don't really want to stretch, or I don't prefer to stretch on cold muscles, but I'll do some dynamic warm-ups. And then when I warm down, again, dynamic warm downs with stretching, with massaging. And then I'll do generally some sort of movement. So maybe I'll go for a walk and a little bit of stretching afterwards. I try and do something like that at least 3 times a day throughout the day, and then obviously warming up and warming down after the run. It's so important. You need to look after your muscles, your joints, your ligaments in order for you to be able to go out and hit your next workout being as fresh and as effective as humanly possible. Nobody can go out and have an effective run when your body's tight and stiff and it feels like your hamstrings and everything else has just been wound up and you're basically out walking like this. You're not going to have an efficient, effective run, and it's going to very quickly lead to injury. Nutrition. Now, the thing about increasing your weekly mileage and becoming more intense and focused on running is that your appetite is going to go through the roof. And I know many very, very effective, fast runners that smash back McDonald's all the time. They're smashing back McDonald's, you know. It's beyond belief to me. Nutrition is so key. You want to be making sure everything that goes in your body is fuel for your next run. It's recovering your body, it's fueling your runs, right? So you want to make sure that everything that goes in is not going to cause inflammation, like high fatty food, processed foods, things like that. Nutrition in is going to be performance out, and that's what you need to remember. So everything that comes in is healing your body, is helping you to recover, become better, so that when you do get out, you're going to be just feeling amazing. You've recovered, but also fueled for your next session. McDonald's, all that type of thing, yes, it's going to fill you up. Yes, you're not going to be feeling hungry anymore, but it's going to make you feel absolutely dreadful for your next run. It's going to gunk all your organs up. You're going to be able to produce, pump blood around your body less efficiently. You know, you're going to have all this fat blobbing around. Oh, God. Just make sure nutrition in is performance out. It is as simple as that, and you will notice a difference. Get your beetroots, your spinach, your kale, all of this high nutrition performance fuel into your body so that you can perform like an athlete, not perform like Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar. And the last thing we probably need to talk about here is rest and recovery. Now, let's talk about rest to start with. Sleep. Sleep is where we do the vast majority of the repairing of our bodies. If you're not getting quality sleep or enough sleep, then you're not going to be the best runner you possibly could be. You're not going to be getting the most out of your training sessions, and you're not going to be able to increase your weekly mileage effectively because your body is not recovering. In order for you to hit your weekly mileage, to increase your weekly mileage, you need to make sure that your body has recovered from your previous session so that you can hit your next session and get better, rather than your body just fighting to maintain and fighting to just keep going. You want to make sure that your body is in a state where it's actually improving, right? And most of that is going to happen when you're asleep. Obviously, better nutrition in is going to help with that sleep, is going to help you recover quicker when you're asleep. But if you're not sleeping, or you're not getting quality sleep or enough sleep, then this is just not going to happen. And then in terms of rest days and rest, you don't just want to be, you know, sat on a chair all day long, not doing anything. You want to make sure that you're having quality, active recovery. So that could just be going for a walk every so often, or maybe just sitting on a gym bike or going for a light cycle, just turning your legs over, nothing heavy, not really getting your heart rate above 110, around there roughly. Nice and easy, nice and light, just flushing all the toxins through and out of your body, making sure your joints are lubricated, your muscles are warm. It allows you then to stretch and recover better. Rest and recovery, super important to improving and increasing your weekly mileage and making sure you're having better quality workouts. Everything needs to essentially be coming down to your enjoyment of running. Running is one of the most euphoric, best, just natural experiences you can possibly have. All the other drudgery and horrendous people in your life that are just trying to bring you down all the time, negative influences and all the rest of it, all of that can just get washed away when you go out for a run. slap a massive smile on your face and just get out there and do it. Guys, if you are interested in a Steve Kalkulash Fitness running plan or one-to-one coaching, online coaching, then do hit me up on the email address down below in the comments. Please like this video, please share. If you haven't subscribed already, please do if you've enjoyed this content. Hey, if you got this far into the video, then please do make sure you've hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully it does mean you've enjoyed it. As always, guys, you know what to do by now. Plenty more videos, plenty more content coming. Keep it rolling.